Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. When you stream or record episodes like this, there is always that one episode that goes wrong. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Well, this episode is that. I'm talking to you right now from the post-production because, audio. I forgot to turn on my microphone. For the first 30 minutes of this episode. Rather frustrating, I must say. What happens this episode is quite simple. We're doing some research. We notice right now, the French are, we're losing a reputation with them. A war with the French might happen, and I'm actually counting on it this episode. I want it to happen. When it eventually happens, we're gonna see a lot of small-scale battles erupt between me and the French. Battles where we face off 1 or 2 heavy cruisers with 3, 4 of our own ships. I'm fighting one of those. However, the second fight I see is a giant fleet of my own versus a single light cruiser. Giant in comparison, that is. And I'm like, what can one light cruiser do against several battleships, heavy cruisers, light cruisers, torpedo boats, and so on? Well, now I know. Never trust the auto-resolve, people. Never trust it. That being said, the rest of the episode, well, not much else happens in the first 30 minutes. We're designing some new ships and all that. However, I'm going to cut the recording basically here. Well, I'm gonna turn it to, 5 times speed. And I'll slow it down again and give some comments when something seriously interesting happens. And around 30 minutes of the original recording, I finally realized, hey, my sound is off. Let's turn it on. So, yeah. Shit happens. Well, look at that. All of a sudden, this episode went a lot faster. Designing time. I want a new torpedo boat. We desperately need a new torpedo boat design. Our first design, the coffin, is outdated. It's very small, and I would really like a bigger one. One with a bit more punching power. Of course, this will be the only torpedo boat design that I will add to my fleet. This will be the first and the last of the new torpedo boats. I'm gonna wait until I have destroyers before I overhaul this class again. Right now, I'm looking at the funnels and I'm like, these smaller funnels are more efficient in terms of size than the big one. So, you know what? Let's add those instead of the big one. The engine efficiency is still horrible and, well, in all honesty, will remain horrible for the entire design process of this ship. So we're boosting the speed up to 31 knots. I want these torpedo boats to last a very long time. And so far, it's working. Guns. No, torpedoes. Look at the amount of space that I have. I can't add the torpedoes to the side. Would have been nice, even with a bad firing angle, but sadly, no go. But wait a minute. What kind of ungodly idea do I have here? Should I really? Am I going to do this? Does this work? Well, yes, it does. 4 torpedoes on each side. These torpedo boats will make a difference. The coffins don't. These will. And with the new improved tower, it will be a lot better in spotting the enemies as well. Faster, more firepower, better detection. What more do you desire? Yeah, I know what I desire. A bit more engine efficiency. What about you guys? Yeah, length of the gun. You know, the gun is not going to matter too much. Crew quarters, yeah, let's keep them cramped. But I really want an extra funnel. Come on, don't be silly now. Ah, thank God, there we go. Yeah, no, I have no words for this. Congratulations on the most weird placement of a funnel ever. Yeah. Yeah, what can I say? Fortunately, at the time when I was designing this, I also realized that, you know, this looks ugly. So let's swap 2 torpedo launchers and a funnel around. Oh great, that doesn't fit. Okay, we're going to remove them all and set them all up as tightly as humanly possible. 3, get rid of those. 4, and room for a funnel. Look at that, that is a lot better. Not to mention that the aft weight offset isn't as bad either. It's still bad, but, you know, as long as the ship is capable of launching those torpedoes, I really don't mind. At least that was the idea while I was building it. Yeah, tiny whiny gun. I really can't wait until I have those destroyers. Give me some proper destroyers with proper guns. You know, any gun with 2 barrels. I would really like to have them on my small ships. It's all I'm waiting for. Well, this pretty much was the designing phase. There isn't much more to tell about this, so yeah, let's continue a bit faster. Well, I couldn't have made it much faster than this. The destroyer was finished, and next up we also have a new light cruiser hull. The new light cruiser could be something interesting. At least, that's what I'm hoping. It's a semi-armored cruiser hull, and I'm like, okay, what is a semi-armored cruiser? So, what do? I remove the armor at most of the ship. To start with. There. Semi-armored. We got a belt and not much else. Torpedoes. No. Let's not. Same reason as with the battleships earlier. I added the torpedoes to the battleships to draw the enemy fire. Right now I'm not adding them because I don't want them. I don't want the enemy to shoot these ships. And a ship without torpedoes is a tiny bit safer. Yeah, long range, short range. That is the question. I think I settle for a short range one eventually. And that mostly has to do with the selection of guns that I have. Single-barreled pieces of junk. And I have no faith in those guns performing decently at a higher level. Whoops. Secondary tower. Thank you very much. I said higher level, of course. Longer range. So much room in front for new guns, but the sides of these ships have no room at all. It's frustrating. You would really expect to to be able to put, you know, 1 or 2 small caliber guns on the mid-deck. Sadly, that is not to be. Then is the question, what kind of main guns do we want? It's a light cruiser. We're seeing a lot of lightly armored enemy ships. We see a lot of smaller enemy ships. And I'm like, let's go with a smaller caliber. And, oh dear. Let's add 3 guns to the front. Why not? And let's add 3 to the back. That way we can have 4 guns pointing in a single direction at any time, which is pretty nice. But the 4 weight offset is pretty bad. You know what? More guns. That makes the forward weight offset a bit better. Still not brilliant, to be honest, but hey. Adding some extras to the ship, adding a bit of better armor. Yes, we are an armored cruiser after all. Better ammo. Yes. Shoot faster. Minor Citadel. 20%? Nah, don't do that. 10% is fine. Now be a good gun and have a decent angle. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, you can see me pointing towards the engine efficiency. I'm like, nah, who cares? However, I do want the tech to deal with that, because it's really annoying. I am going for a balanced rudder though on these ships. I want to make sure that they maintain the speed that they have as long as possible. So yeah, we got some room to play around with, so start adding some armor, will you? 2-inch fore, 2-inch aft. Well, light cruiser, 6-inch is the maximum. This still isn't a lot. But it doesn't have to be a lot. And with that, the light cruiser is pretty much finished. And we can continue the campaign. Bit more armor to round off the numbers. 4,000 tons, a bit too much, bit more. Come on, 4,000, look at that. What a beauty. And now the beauty has an even better weight offset. Okay. Perfect. First battle of the war, a French cruiser against a task force of mine. The French cruiser gets obliterated, and that's that really. Of course, I'm a bit too aggressive with my torpedo boats, so I think I lost one of them. However, really no big deal. After all, if you saw it, I've been ordering a lot of new destroyers to replace these older ships. And then we go to the second battle. Now, look at this. What's the worst that can happen? Honestly. The AI should not even try to engage me. They're so outmatched, outgunned, out everything. It makes absolutely no sense. And if they do fight, I mean, sure. Acceptable. I can live with it, that they try. However, in a auto-resolve, they should not be able to, you know, do this amount of damage that you will see on the screen right about now. Frustrating, yes, but I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I will do that in, say, a minute or so when the live commentary will pick up again. This was post-production me, and I thank you kindly for your patience with me and for the messy episode. I do apologize for it. Yeah, after 2 restarts of my software, 2 crashes, microphone that was off, a auto fight that didn't go quite the way I planned, I'm so done with this episode. Anyway, turning the commentary back to, you know, me from a few hours back by now, and I hope to see you next time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the moment I realized my microphone was off. Oh my god. Okay. Fortunately, you guys have not heard me rage because of the loss of that task force just now. Sure, I didn't lose a ship in the sense that they sank, but 1 light cruiser killing so many ships, oh my god. I was totally not prepared for that, and I'm not happy with it. It should teach me, though, never to use that auto-resolve. I mean, I admit, a few sessions back we did this as well, and we had some great results then. This time, though, not so much. It's a bit of a lottery, isn't it? These new French cruisers that I'm facing, however, will have an issue, because I have some anger management to work out. And was that a shell? Yes, it was. Let's return the favor, shall we? Formidable. Turn, please. And you guys, turn the other direction. Where are you guys anyway? Light cruiser, provide screening. Well, that enemy battleship is taking... that's not a battleship. Come, this enemy cruiser is taking a beating. That's good. In exchange, my light cruisers are taking fire, but not a lot. Looks like the enemy is turning to the left, so this division can turn back south again. In fact, with the dead enemy cruiser destroyed, the entire force can turn south again and hunt the enemy down like the dogs they are. Now, let's discuss this, shall we? 2 fleets. 1 dies. Discussion ended. Yes, very good, very good. Light cruiser is taking fire. Nothing to worry about though. One of my battleship groups is slightly out of position by now. I expected these 2 ships actually to turn to the left, but yeah, they went right. Okay, this... I really needed this, yeah. I mean, it's not a lot of ships, but quick, efficient, lovely. Now let's see what we get next. Oh, look at that. I had a lot of light ships redeployed to Gibraltar to block French ships. We got a lot of French heavy cruisers. I only have 2. You know what? Screw it. Let's fight this battle. I'm seriously outgunned here, though. Seriously outgunned. I might be facing the first defeat, the first real defeat of this campaign here. It would actually be fun to have a defeat as well. Most of the time you only see massive victories. People who are just massacring 50, even 100 enemy ships. It'd be fun to see a loss. In a way. Yeah, this is a big light cruiser squadron. Let's not do that, shall we? We got some torpedo boats here. Torpedoes off, if you please. And then we have these. Okay, full speed ahead. Reform my light cruiser group. It will be my main weapon, I think. My light cruisers. Sure, I got 2 heavy cruisers. However, what's the lead ship of the division? Oh, the Apple. We got 2 heavy cruisers, and it'll be nice to hold the enemy in place. Stop dodging. Torpedo boats, fall back. Torpedo boats, fall back. Heavy cruisers. We're gonna turn. Let's see what the French will do. I'm giving them the advantage and the initiative this game. If they want to attack me, then sure, go ahead and attack me. Torpedo boats. Come on, come on, come on. Turn, 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 turn. Yes, very nice. Other torpedo boats fall in behind the cruisers. Something was invisible and something sank. Probably 2 enemy ships that got hit there. At least I think it was 2. They not only got hit, they also got pretty much decimated. Light cruisers, smoke up because you're taking way too much fire there. Heavy cruisers. Turn. Provide cover for the light cruisers. Torpedo boats, keep doing nothing for the time being. A flash fire on an enemy cruiser. Cruiser not survive. Nieli, may it rest in peace. Or, well, in pieces. Must be a horrible way to die. Flash fires. Imagine your entire ship blowing up around you. Not a fun way to go, I think. Another light cruiser bites the dust. And I am very, very pleased. I was gonna target the light cruiser with mine, but he smoked up. How annoying. Okay, heavy cruisers move in ever so slightly. Torpedo boats, your time has not yet come. We got a charging enemy warship. Explain to them why it's a bad idea to use your torpedo boats in this stage of the battle. Thank you. Explain it to them again, because you know, learning is repeating, repeating is learning, or something like that. And torpedo boats, target that ship. A second torpedo boat group. You know what? Let's go there. You can finish him off. Enemy torpedo range is 0.9. Let's take a look. 0.4 million for a torpedo boat. Basic 15-inch torpedoes. I got 16 inches. Huh. Look at that. My torpedoes are bigger than yours. Heavy cruisers turn in. Light cruisers fall in behind them. Torpedo boats. Let's see if you can spot something. Anything for me. The Centaur is falling behind. He's taken a hit and has taken some flooding. This is unfortunate. I'm not quite sure if I should keep her in the battle line. I'm going to detach the Centaur. You're gonna operate on your own for the time being, further behind the lines. I don't want to dismiss you just yet. But the time may come. Our torpedo boats are flanking around. Whoa, but they're taking fire. I don't want them to take fire. I do want them to blow up that invisible enemy torpedo boat that was hiding there. Thank you very much. Indeed. Okay, French heavy cruiser identified. 19.6 knots, 8-inch guns. And he's having a very bad day right now. Okay, torpedo boats. Let's try again. Light cruiser is under fire. The light cruisers, of course, have torpedoes, and you can see the moment they can choose, they can pick between our heavy cruisers and the light cruisers, they will focus on the light cruisers. So I'm going to veer them off a bit, in the hope that my heavy cruisers will start taking the enemy fire again. Light cruiser group. Let's switch targets to the Thionville. Yeah, the Apple is safe, however, the Barossa is taking shots right now. My torpedo boats haven't been doing a lot this game. Still by design. Because, you know, the moment I charge them in, they all die. I want to weaken the enemy first, or at least break their formation. If I can get two of these cruisers to break formation, to, you know, have one or two engines blown up, yes, sure, then I will send my torpedo boats in for the kill. Until then, patience is a virtue. A virtue that I do not have most of the time, just so you know. Ooh, back to 5 times speed, please. Thank you very much. An unfortunate flooding on one of my heavy cruisers. However, nothing to worry about. Torpedo boats. You know what? Holding pattern, please. You guys, holding pattern in the opposite direction. Light cruisers over there, please. Centaur. Try not to fall behind too much. Heavy cruisers, light cruisers, fire at the enemy light cruiser. Bring her down. We got a flood. We got a blown up engine. Their floatability is going down. Slightly. Oh, slightly more now. Nice. Okay. Torpedo boats are waiting. Very good. I'm gonna move my heavy and light cruisers in the hope to detect the enemy. And torpedo boat, that one and that one, okay. Let's see if we can find the enemy. And we have found an enemy heavy cruiser that is coming straight for us. Poor guy. Yep, 400 damage. That was some nice hit by a 3-inch gun. Okay, torpedo boats veer off again, because the enemy, well, I hate to say it, but they're still in a nice formation. Heavy cruisers fire there. This ship is taking damage, its funnel is gone. Ooh, new target, fire the light cruiser, go, 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 go. And punish the heavy cruiser while you're at it. And punish the other heavy cruiser as well, please. Oh dear, my formation is a bit of a mess right now. Smoke up, thank you. Centaur. Taking a bit of a risk. Fall in behind the heavy cruisers again. Torpedo boats. Get ready. Enemy light cruiser severely punished. Boom. Ooh, let's target this one, for it's already slightly damaged. I'm not really bothered by that light cruiser for now. I got my torpedo boats for that target. Assuming they survive the next upcoming charge. Light cruisers. Come about. Centaur. Stop mucking about. Division 4. Close to distance. Nope, we're not doing enough damage. Probably because my light cruisers are in a turn. I guess the guns decide to cease fire for a bit. And we're punishing a heavy cruiser. We're punishing it badly. And I like that. In fact, torpedo boats, detach. Stop avoidance. You guys are moving in. This division, detach. Stop your avoidance. You are also going in. We have 2 badly damaged heavy cruisers. They won't be able to escape. I'm gonna push in with my heavy cruisers and light cruisers as well. However, I'm gonna switch targets to other enemy vessels. And Centaur, close in as well. Let's do this. For the older guys among us, Leroy. Okay. Wolf. Dodge, 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 dodge. You're... What kind of rudder do you even have? God. Target that one. And... Come on, come on. Yes, my torpedo boat. Whew. Dodge that torpedo. You. Come on. And we got a torpedo hit, ladies and gentlemen. You as well. You go there. Target lock. You target that one as well. Torpedoes armed. Torpedo away. Torpedo away. You are still... You still have a torpedo. Come on. Sharper angle. We have a dud! Ladies and gentlemen, once more. My torpedoes failed me. Break off, snapper. New targets. You're going after that light cruiser. Hasty, fall back. Aggressive torpedoes, please. Heavy cruisers, secondaries. Assist the torpedo boats, please. They need it. Come on, Fawny. Hits. Dud torpedo. Well, 2 torpedo hits, 2 duds. Yeah. Not too great. Not too bad. Considering the tech level. Cruisers finish him off. Snapper, please activate your torpedo, you idiots. Well, I guess I'm the idiot. Torpedo away, but I think the angle is the most horrible angle ever. Oh, yeah, failure. Well, nice try, Snapper. Let's see, the Hasty is still intact, the Daring is intact, that's Division 6 and Division 9. Form up, please. Not the Snapper, thank you very much. Snapper is a goner. Taser is a goner. And the Wolf is still intact. Join up. So we got 3 torpedo boats remaining after this charge. We managed to score 4 torpedo hits in total. One of them was a dud. At least I can confirm right now. Maybe it was more. Well, we'll see. At least 2 more enemy ships have been downed. And my losses, well, 3 damaged torpedo boats. Ooh, very nice. The Tourville is going down. Okay, you can retreat. Centaur, stay in formation, you're still usable. Snapper can go into a retreat as well. Really disappointment with that torpedo. And then we have the Fawn. What's left of her. Badly mauled. You know what? Heavy cruisers, what is your main top speed right now? 18 knots. I could join up the Centaur up with you guys. Make it 1 division. You know what? Let's do that. And we also want to follow the Foch ever so slightly. The Tourville is up to the northwest. Let's keep that in mind. Might be useful later on to remember that. The enemy cruisers with 6.7-inch guns are not really a match for me. The Foch, however, has 8-inch guns. We're facing 2 kinds of heavy cruisers. Those 8-inchers are the ones that I really want to get rid of. Light cruiser, join up with the heavy cruisers. I know it's gonna be a hell of a risk because, you know, they're all gonna shoot the Centaur again. However, we'll see what happens. Yeah, looking good so far. What's my ammo status? Look at the ammo for my 3.9-inch guns. They're going down so quickly. What will happen with these ships when these machine guns essentially run out? Still got a few rounds for those, and those 5-inchers, well, I'm not sure if you guys noticed it, but They're not firing a lot. Maybe it was the angle, but I don't know. The 5-inchers did 20,784 damage though. Not bad. Okay, let's concentrate fire for a bit. Torpedo boats, I want you to close in. There are 2 heavy cruisers here. 3 torpedo boats, 2 heavy cruisers. 1 heavy cruiser is literally unable to move. And yes, I gotta take advantage of this. Please, 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 does it work? No, it does not. Okay, back to the original targets. Oh, you left her alone, did you now? What a pity. Torpedoes, lock. Light cruisers, finish off the fog. Heavy cruisers continue pounding that guy. And they realized that they made a mistake. And I realized, don't be hasty. One of my torpedo boats is down for the count. I don't expect her to reach the enemy. Hasty, it has been an honor. Daring, not too close to the hasty, not too close to the hasty. Be nice. Now, AI, be nice to me. Wolf, come on. Get your ass into gear. The heavy cruisers finished off their target, it seems. Light cruisers change course, heavy cruisers change course. Daring, dodge. And we have a torpedo hit, and a good hit as well, I might add. Well done, Daring. Wolf, you're up next. Come on. Show me the British torpedo boats can do things. Come on, come on, come on. Torpedo away. Never mind. Wolf, you deserve to get shot. Straight ahead, please. Let's make sure the enemy guns won't be angled in the right direction. The hasty is in trouble. This division, shoot here, and oh dear, the 3-inchers are running out. Wolf, turn around. That direction, please. Hasty, come on. What's your problem? 10% floatability is more than enough, come on. And finally the fog went down. The death of the fog is a very good step in the right direction. You guys, focus on the Tourville. We got 4 enemy cruisers remaining, and the hasty went down. Oh dear. The first of my coffins this game that I lost. I am disappointed. Not in the coffin, but in myself. Was I once again too eager to use them? I don't know. It was a good opportunity. And, well, let's face it, the wolf just, you know, raced past 2 enemy cruisers and lived. I suppose you were unlucky. 1 5-inch hit for 2,800 damage. That did you in. The 3-inchers on the heavy cruisers are still fine. The Centaur, however, is once more taking fire. Back to 5 speed. All ships fire at that rear ship, please, Kay, thank you. And punish the Tourville. Tourville is down. Next. The more enemy ships go down, the easier it is for me to concentrate my fire. He appears to be charging in, so let's angle a bit, give him a full broadside, and murder him. Or her, depending. To me personally, ships should be named, should be a female, but that's not the case everywhere. What is the case everywhere, however, is that if you throw enough shells at a target, the target will generally die. There you go. 2 enemy cruisers remaining. Target the least damaged one. Let's see. 16.6 knots, 15.2. What's my ammo status? Watch as the last 3.9-inch shell was fired from the apple. I like the name apple. I should name more ships after fruit. You know, the apple, the pear, the banana. And of course the kiwi. We gotta have some kiwis. Especially in the British Empire. Okay, fulminant. Fulminant. Pardon me. Pardon my French, I suppose. We're hitting the 1 hour mark in the recording. This took a bit longer than expected. Fortunately, I suppose. Oh, hey, don't do that. Don't do that, please. You, turn away. You, pray that you don't get hit. Pray harder. Pray a lot harder. Ah, what a shame that I only noticed this too late. Anyway, as I was saying, while my light cruiser Zafiro is getting punished to bits, I guess this is the advantage of having a botched up recording, is that I can trim it down quite a bit. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do, because a 1 hour battle, well, in 1 hour episode, well, I find them a bit too long personally. I would like them to be, you know, 40 minutes max. So that's what I'm gonna do. And the enemy has been defeated, and I'm throwing down a bottle. Shouldn't do that. 8 heavy cruisers sunk, 4 light cruisers, 4 torpedo boats. I only used 2 heavy cruisers, 4 lights and 6 torpedo boats myself. Yeah. This went differently than I expected. Honestly, if these heavy cruisers had been far more aggressive, they could have wiped me out with ease. I mean, let's face it, those torpedo boats, if you look at them, they die. My light cruisers, yeah, not really well armored. They die pretty quickly if you concentrate fire on them. So that would have left me with 2 heavily armored cruisers. Yeah. A failure on the AI, as far as I'm concerned. However, I won. That's what matters. The ferry, 1 crew has been saved. 3 from the Apple, the Barossa 2, and the Hasty 1. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call this episode to a close. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. And then we shall continue the murder of France. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye!